Thing what we are inventing, like either it is can be a bulb or electricity, or can be a computer, or maybe a mobile phone, or anything smart thing, or a satellites, or a rockets, whatever it is one is like curiosity, invention, or maybe a discovery, or maybe the fault of whatever we use it. So we'll go for next step to overcome the previous one, right? So like that, earlier days people started develop a software when IT field is started. So we are talking here about IT development only, not entire IT company. We are talking about IT development. Lot of people started businesses in IT, software development or hardware development or kind of stuff. Okay, so here it is. For example, Microsoft started DOS. Okay, it took the DOS and start developing a DOS thing. Lot of problems in the DOS, so Microsoft taken and they added so many things to make a DOS. Apple, Apple, and certain universities like Berkeley University, AT&T, um, C language university, some universities, like different organizations or different private companies will come front and started develop. But when it is finally they make it and to give delivery, that time it take very longer period of time. Next, there is a lot of problems at user end also. So I develop a program and then I give it to a client. At the client end, there are a lot of issues are there. Okay, again, how to complain it, how to build it, how to arrange it proper order. So there is a no proper guideline. So the people are doing it, but how to deploy, it's very difficult. While doing the work also, it has become more burden inside of organization. So then people started with one principle called that is called a SDLC, software development life cycle. Okay, this is I got it from Google Picture, but if you Google it, then you will find a lot of software development life cycles, or you can go for a textbooks also. Okay, either you can go for a textbooks also. Okay, so this is a different way presentation of uh, SDLC is there. So requirement gathering, as this picture I am trying to explain SDLC. So either it is in a different textbooks or a different websites, but mostly commonly we will understand. First of all, a client. Okay, first of all, a client came to us. Okay, so he asking, I want to build this software. I want this web application, or maybe I want a application. So this application should have these kind of interfaces, this kind of facilities. This is my application. Like maybe it is a e-commerce website, or maybe accounting software, or maybe it is a Word, Excel, PowerPoint type of softwares. Okay, documentation related, mail communication related, or maybe chat support related, any application. So you're asking, this is the facility, this is the use of this application, implement application according to us. Then what happens? So okay, so what happened, they given information to us. So what we have to do, first we have to do requirement gathering. What is the client requirements? What interfaces are required? What are the pages required? So if you give data in the first form, and what is the next form should be displayed. Okay, how to calculate inside like that. So there is requirement gathering. Okay. Next level is analyze it. Analyze it. So how to make it possible? How to make it possible to create it? How much time it will take it? How much money we investment? What is the best programming language we should use it? Either Java, .NET, or any other things, which is a better programming language we should use it. What kind of other adding? So we have to analyze it, then design it, then design it. So start designing means creating a flow charts. Okay, designing means creating a flow charts, what program content should be there, what are the libraries we have to create, like that. That's entirely design it. So next, start coding. Start coding. So my requirement is to, if I give two numbers and I want to get a output of it, so then what to do? So adding like that. Maybe if I give some number, it will tell you the maybe other things. Okay, so uh, for example, if I give number, it will give you what is this, a multiple factors kind of stuff, factors or something it is providing. So according to that one, so we have to design it, then we have to start coding. So once you type the code, entire thing, now we have to test it, whether it is code, compile the code, test the code whether it is working or not, right? Once coding is completed, you have to deploy, so give it to customers. Okay, so this is the software development life cycle according to this part. Okay, again I will go. Company give us a requirement. This is my requirement now. So you have to analyze this requirement. Okay, so what are the interfaces, what kind of output, what kind of color. So you have to analyze it. After analyzing, you have to start designing. Like, this is the part condition and this is another part. Okay, so this is a double condition, and if this is in this entry we got error, then how to deal with this error. Okay, like this, you have to design it according to it. After designing, then we have to start coding it. Okay, write down like a hash included stdio.h, or a class, which class, like java classes, defining classes, void main methods, like you have to code it. So once code is completed, then test it. Different testing tools are there, or maybe a do it this testing. Once test is completed, okay, then deploy, means give it to customer back. This is the customer, this is your program, and try it, check it. If it is okay, pay me the bill, right? Next. So based on that, different models are came up. One of the model is called a waterfall model. One of the model we call it as a waterfall model. See, okay, here it is a waterfall model. So you can, if you want to go like this, instead of life cycle type, it is giving like this. You can study like same thing. So requirement analysis, design, implementation, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Okay. So this is a waterfall model. You can study from here, and if you want to get it. Okay. There is advantages and disadvantages of it. What is the advantage of it? Phase by phase, we are developing. First phase, second phase, third phase, fourth phase completed, and final product you will get it. So initially, because of your proper requirement gathering and as well as analysis, we can design it correctly. Based on your design, you are implementing it, so proper result you will get it. If you do mistake in the starting, you get a outcome is as a wrong only. Okay, so the before you code, plan it properly. If you are plan, so no problem when you are coding and testing and deployment. Okay, so failures, occurring of failures will be little bit reduced. Okay, and it is in a proper guideline, so you no need to blame others. Okay, so here, what is the disadvantage of SDLC? Because we have to go for next level, means you have to find the disadvantage of our level, so then only we can go next level. So instead of blaming the disadvantages, how to overcome the uh, disadvantage. First, we have to know what is the disadvantages. We are gathering the requirements, right? So we are gathering the requirements. Again, I will type it here. It is, so this is my client, and a client is give me a list of requirements. He give a what is the requirement, what is the use of application, and what interfaces and all he give. So I have to take it and analyze it. Okay, analyze the thing, right? Now analyzing, and we started again designing it, start coding it. Now I'm coding, testing, deployment, next level, right? Now suddenly client got another idea. So client got another idea. Client immediately said, I want a different change. I want some change in this my application, not as a previous one. This part you should be included, or maybe some part should be removed and different part should be come up. So what you have to do? Already you done what are the analysis designing completed, and you are in a coding level, and suddenly the client said you must change something. This change cannot be occur once you are cross the faces. Maybe you are in a design, client requested, then maybe again we have to analyze and design before you start coding. Or maybe in the middle of coding or testing, if client said I want a change, means again it will take time for again to restart the things. So the client changes cannot be applied when process is going on. Next, something is happen issue occurs in a coding or testing time. So again, we must make sure that whatever the client asks, that should be done and given to customer, and the customers should get working software. Always working software is important, right? So you should get a working software. Understand? So first one, actually the first one is working software should be get on time. We have to release. For example, earlier days, it will take 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, sometimes more than that one. Sometimes after deploying application also you have to maintenance is there. Okay, we have to maintain any errors occurs at a client side. You have to take the error and change the uh, find out where is the issues occur. Again, we have to support the customers. Okay, so keep on development and deploy to the customer. Once customer got it, the final ultimate product, first one we have to launch alpha. Okay, next beta. What is this alpha and beta? So alpha means you are testing in your environment. I build an application, I test in my environment only, it is working in my environment. So that is called alpha testing. What is alpha testing means? Where the the company, the organization which is build or develop an application, they test application in their environment. That is called alpha testing. Alpha version, actually it is not testing, it is alpha version. So alpha version tested, completed. Now I give in to companies. Why we are getting 2008 Windows 10 Enterprise, sorry, 2019 servers, 2016 servers, or Windows 10 Enterprises as a evolution version is available, pre-release versions, or like Windows 10 before launching officially, they release one Windows 10 for getting a feedbacks from the customers. Freely they launched it, so you don't have to pay anything, and it will support for 1 year. So you don't need to pay anything for 1 year. You can freely use for 1 year. Like lot of applications release in a beta version applications. Okay, what is this beta versions? Just download the beta version array. So people who are working in the same kind of software, people either public or maybe a company wise, organization wise, they install this beta version in their system, start running. Any issues occur, okay, any issues occur in a beta version, so they will give complaint or logs. They will forward those logs, events, or issues, errors to the company again, to company, to our organization again. So then we can understand, there is an issues inside, so we have to change it, and again what are the changes required, why issues occur, so understand, and finally we'll release a stable version, a stable version. When we download any application, I already told download LTS version. Okay, because LTS version is a stable version. Other versions are On progress means still developing or just develop, waiting for feedbacks from the customers. Any issues is there, we can deploy it again. So that is like a, this is a beta version type only, not stable version. This is a stable version. Okay, this is a stable version, like that. So this is the alpha version and beta version is there. So finally, to finalize the product, it taking a longer period of time. So for example, I took a 1 month, 1 year or 2 years. Okay, so what happened, my billing will get late. Billing billing means company has to pay me, right? Billing has to be pay for my development. It become late. Non-working softwares, failure softwares, late softwares deliveries. So the bill become less and less, and finally they may not be pay also. Okay, there is an agreement between company and the organization. So okay, there is an agreement between company and organization. If organization not fulfill that as per the agreement, so they don't pay. But you have to pay for employee software, employees maintenance. This many things are there. Startup companies, why it is very talented people are there in a startup company. It is not that much easy to get in a um, startup companies. If you go to companies like TCS, Cognizant, or Tech Mahindra, like that, so they will put a test. Only one single test is as a fresher, is that is a aptitude test, communication test only. Okay, but if you go to the startup company, there are directly ask the questions from technology only. C, C++, Java, everything they will ask, including databases, all the errors they will ask, because they want to recruit a talented person, means heavy talented. One person can able to do multiple things, multiple knowledge required. Okay, here it is in a TCS kind of stuff. Slowly can learn, develop. As a fresher, what use your work, you do that work only, not a senior's work. Okay, but if you go to startups, salary is less, work is more. But these startups also sometimes unable to fulfill the as a customer requirement. So what happen, billing will be late, billing will be delayed, or billing no billing. So that is big problem they are facing. Okay, now maybe it is little bit good, but still maybe not fulfilled. Okay, so whatever it is, guys, understand the columns. Here it is. First column is delay in a testing and deploying and working, and make sure that working or not. Second problem is, if customer is want to change some thing in their application when in middle of your working, you cannot change it, you cannot change it. Okay, so again I'm telling the first point. Here it is, we have to complete all the phases, and then we have to complete all the phases of applications, and we have to deliver to the customer. By building all the phases, it will take lot of time and testing, and again build it again, testing it. So make sure that final product should be working, and we are delivering the final product only. Okay, that is once final product is delivered, so you are no relations between you and your client companies. Maybe if they have another project, then maybe they will give you, may not be they will give you, right? So that is another thing. So that is the third point. So that point is billing will be late. First one, billing will be late because you are giving a late delivery. Okay, after delivery, maybe you are giving on time delivery, maybe you may not get a next project, or maintenance of the same project is possibility is less. Okay, so next, change occurs in any user requirement. Change occurs in a change requirement, so the change cannot be applied. So these two things, keep it in mind to go for next. So what are the suggested model is there here? So it is very good, but problem is, any changes occurs by your client, the changes cannot be applied while it is your developing, testing, or deployment time. Okay, next, there is a lot of phases to complete a complete project. You want to complete the complete set of projects, so then what happen, to do that one, it will take lot of time, and all phases testing, more complex thing will occurs, and maybe it at the time of deployment or client side, if it is not working, then we'll face big issue. Okay, like that. Okay, so this is a way you can able to tell SDLC and their issues. Here it is. This is a traditional waterfall model. So if you read it from here, you can see traditional waterfall model means SDLC only. So complete requirements are clear and fixed. Okay, so what are the requirement by client? So then completely we have to take it correctly. Product definition is stable. Stably we are build and give it to the customers. Next is a agile development and DevOps approach. So what is this agile development? Is came up requirements change frequently. The client said today I want this one, and the next day he is going to change it. Okay, development need to be faster. So there is a few two things there in a stable things in a waterfall model or SDLC, but in a agile is not always a stable kind of stuff. It is a stable, but thing is when customer is keep on changing their requirements, is keep on changing their requirements. For example, he need one project and we try to build it and give it to him, right? So what happened? Instead of developing all phases, we'll done one first a basic phase, like a phase one, and give it to the customer. Something in middle, customer needed to change something. No problem, we'll take the change. Next time we'll build that one and we will give it to the customer. Like that, phase by phase we'll develop and we'll give it to the customer. So then customer won't feel my project is delayed. I will tell what is use of this one and what is SDLC differences. Think like, for example, lot of softwares are available in the market, right? So, for example, VMware is there, virtual box is there. Like that, lot of applications are available in the market. So you can see YouTube is an application, WhatsApp is an application, AnyDesk is an application, okay, Putty is an application, Rufus is an application, GitHub desktop is application, Google Chrome is an application, like that. Lot of application competition is there. Now my software, I want to some accounting software. I want to build some accounting software means ACX software solutions. So this is my application, just for example. And I approach a company, software company, development company. They take my project and they build it. So almost like a 1 year or 1.5 year, I got this project and I launch the project into market. One year or 1.5 year, I got this project in my hand. I launched this one project in the market, but suddenly it is not getting more influence on market. Why? Because of meantime someone already developed some accounting software. It is already there in the market. Obviously, you don't get in market, right? Even though you are new in the market, so make sure that you should be much better than existing one already available in market. Someone as per your requirement that time, as per your requirement that okay, why I am telling all these things. I'll tell best example, guys. You know, don't know. I'm not having any feelings towards the politician or the politics kind of stuff. Okay, but I will tell this thing. We have a different taxation system. It means there's a taxation system of sales tax, service tax in a public wise. In a public wise, sales tax, service tax. Like if you sell anything, so that is comes under sales tax. If you provide a service like food distribution or maybe you are selling your sale means sales tax. Service like you are repairing something. If you are repair like a you got a computer, you are repair in a shop, so for repairing charges plus service tax will be there. Sales tax, service tax, Income tax is a separate one. Income tax is separate one. This income tax will go to central government. Service tax and sales tax go to state government. So this is what we call it as a actually GST means. Okay, GST means state tax. The now abbreviation is changed. Goods and service tax. GST means goods and service tax. GST. Okay. So later, you know, wholesale market means manufacturer first, manufacturing of some goods, and wholesale market and retail market. So what are the product you are getting in your hand, like a toothpaste or anything? They call MRP, maximum retail price, including all taxes. Even though some people put a tax on it. Okay, even medical shop, some medical shop they have said there is a tax. Still, we don't know why they are taxing it. Some people miscalculated in taxes. I've seen a lot of people. Okay, that one earlier. Now it is not doing that one. Even now also some maybe people do it. This is MRP, no taxes on MRP until unless you're purchasing in a very rural location or a hill stations. You purchase it, transportation extra. Okay, so here it is. Manufacturer will sell some product with a, for example, 1 rupee, and wholesale will sell this thing to here like 2 rupees, for example. And this will be retailer to this one will sell for a 10 rupees or something. Yeah, that much of margin will be there. Not so almost like 50-60 rupees they are selling. Okay, like to avoid this income like this. So government want to observe these taxations. How much you are selling, how much you are purchasing, how much this person is selling, how much this person is selling. So to get it, so they introduce VAT on everything by Manmohan Singh. Okay. Okay, so then next VAT is going on. So later Modi came and he put a GST on it. Okay, up to here, these things sales tax is changed it to name is VAT, value added tax. Value added tax means how much you are selling, based on that tax will be there, not based on the product, not based on MRP. It is how much you are selling to someone. So based on that, value added service is there. Okay, so this is kind of stuff. Okay, next, service tax is service tax only always. Next, the tax rates are different. Earlier 4% VAT tax, service tax is at 10.3. Actually it is 8%, then become 8 to 3.6, sorry, 12.36, 12.36 to 10.3, again 10.3 to 12.36. This is a changes occur like this. Initially 8, then 10, then 12, 12 to 10 again. Okay, now it is 18% generally for on everything, not on everything, but it's variable, but still GST. So now combinedly sales tax, service tax, call salary. Now the point is, I want to build a request like client want a software, a accounting software. When he enter a amount, automatically sales tax should be calculated and the service tax should be calculated, and give the total payment money. So for example, I'm paying 1,000 rupees, and sales tax 4%, maybe 40 rupees, and service tax is 10%, maybe it is like a 10 rupees. So 1,050 rupees I'm paying. Okay, so this is final amount I wanted. Now this is my application requirement. Understand, application requirement. So I approach a company. So this is a requirement, I'm building it. Meantime government is changed, and Manmohan Singh came and pattern changed the pattern. So he said no sales tax, it is only VAT tax, VAT and service. So compulsory, if you are selling, compulsory you have to put a VAT, and compulsory you have to put a services. Okay, so if you are sale and also you are giving services, I've seen a bill. This is a Times World. World of Titan, sorry, World of Titan. They one guy came for changing a battery. I'm also went there last year. Okay, World of Titan. But I started understanding that time is bad time is there before GST. Okay, now changing a battery. The battery cost is 80 something around 80 rupees plus VAT. Okay, and to change the battery, it is something around 100 rupees plus service tax. See, the cost is adding like that. Now it is one term only. Earlier it is double term. VAT on this one, service tax on this one. Okay, like that. So point is, understand. I want this software in a first condition, sales tax, service tax, separate condition. But that time, what happened? The company is building that software. Meantime, the requirement is changed it to VAT. Now you have to tell VAT in the your software. Okay. So then, in a competition, some other software including VAT. So they will people will buy that one only. Who will buy old software which is not having new features, right? We need a VAT feature in a accounting software. Not it is not there. Now obviously, company build the software and give it to you as per your requirement, but it's not the latest one. So in a competition, someone already occupied in the market, so you won't get a market. Later, you said no. I include VAT in that one. Again, you take it and all up with VAT. Meantime, government fall on and new government came up with a GST. With a GST. Now again you have to build the software for a GST. Now GST when starting rate is different. Now different GSTs came up. Like you buy a gold, different GST. If you buy a car, different GST. If you buy bicycle, different GST. If you buy vegetables or some grocery stores or maybe food hotels, 5% only. Earlier it is 9% or something. Earlier it is starting 18%. Later it's become 5%. Later it become 5%. So like that. So this GST at the time of 18% on hotels, almost most of the hotels are unable to charge on the customer because they 100 rupees biryani and become a 118 rupees biryani. Then who will people don't agree, na? So then when GST reduce, the business is again stable. They are paying the amount. Okay. Now again immediately after 2 to 3 years, the GST rate is changed. Then again software has to change. So what happened? Frequent changes occur. See, I'm taking a real-time example I took. Okay, like that, different times you have to keep on changing it, and also when we required immediately first phase should be released. You don't have to wait for 6 months or 1 year to complete it because of meantime some changes occurs or a competition. You have to be in the first. You have to be there in the market. So you don't have to wait for to complete it. Okay. So that is the main thing in your uh, agile model to waterfall model. So my explanation maybe you'd understand. I think so. What it is, frequent changes, immediate deployments are required because if you want to try to complete it and then only I will attend the interview or then only I will put it into the market, that is difficult. Okay, think like in a business view also. Think like in a business point of view only. When Re- Reliance means Mukesh Ambani Reliance, Geo market. Geo launched in market with a mobile phone first of all, with a SIM card only, not even a mobile phone, with only SIM card only. First they launch a SIM card, check the market, then they launch a mobile phone, and Geo apps also launched. Mobile phones, first SIM card, next mobile phone, next they launch Geo. First they launch SIM card, mobile phone, Geo Money, Geo applications, Geo FiberNet. Why they didn't launch everything in one time? Because they want to check the market and start how to do it. Even Jio FiberNet is not established entire India, but they started from one year area, right? Like for example, 4G is the first 4G is by Airtel in India. Where in Bangalore, only in Bangalore. First Airtel, we that is not only 4G. It's not just a 4G. Okay, Vivo LTE. Okay, 4G LTE and Vivo LTE is also launched in Bangalore. 4G kind of stuff. Later they launch in other cities. And 4G Vivo LTE not available in all the places. Okay, not available all the places. And of course, Vivo LTE is launched. So what is that? So get into the market not with a wholesale part. Started with one introduction and start developing one by one, one by one, one by one. If you see Aadhaar card initially taken from anywhere people came up in a small schools or like that in area in single area one or two other people come and take Aadhaar information from you, take information from you, they will give you a Aadhaar card, they will give you an Aadhaar card, right? Now Aadhaar stations, Aadhaar modifications, Aadhaar photo modifications, address modifications, rules and regulations of modifications, there are keep on changing it. So this is what I am trying to tell. So it is not always one, it is has to be changed as per the requirements change. Our VMware initially, like if you take version to version, the previous version may not be support current version. In previously, SSD type of virtual hard disk are not there. SSD type of virtual hard disk are not there. Okay, SSD type of virtual hard disk are not there. Supporting for Windows 10 is not there. Supporting for 2019 server is not there. Later version is included and it is working. Okay, so same thing with the this comparison. Okay, now I will tell agile model and DevOps also.